Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pitchside. We are going to start the show by acknowledging something that was obviously really, really horrible in the world of football, and that is the death of Diogo Jota. We would just like to pay our respects for an amazing footballer and a brilliant man, but we're going to take the show from some less solemn atmosphere back to normality.
Mm-hmm.
And
sorry, touching it with him and his brother passing, I couldn't believe how much it affected me.
yeah,
We don't know the guy at all. I couldn't believe, I was genuinely so upset.
yeah, it was incredibly.
He's so prevalent. He's such a huge star in the Premier League.
Yeah,
It's just awful news. So yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family as well. But
yeah. Anyway, sorry, we definitely had to talk about it, guys. But Club World Cup is still currently going on. Semi-finals are on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thoughts on who do we think is going to win it?
well, Tom's the resident Club World Cup.
I've been enjoying it.
You've been loving it.
He's watched every minute of the tournament that he said he didn't want to watch.
I never said that. Did I?
How's your club doing in it?
Who's Mike? Oh, Flamengo. No, they got kicked out, didn't they? They did better than fucking your lot though.
I can't remember.
You made me change mine, but I did say
He picked
Flamengo.
for us anyway. LAFC.
I still think. Do you know what? I could see Chelsea winning it.
What's the prize money for getting to the final versus actually winning the competition?
not sure.
You know Chelsea, it's a fun fact about Chelsea. You know they signed João Pedro, right?
They paid him off already.
Yeah, they've already earned £62 million in the tournament, so they've paid him off in the tournament. This is why this tournament is going to be so big in 4 years' time.
I'm sure the prize money for winning's
200 million?
Yeah, but
think
to
it's
get
that
to the
much.
final is 100.
I think it's just over 100.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Winning team could pocket 125 million pounds.
No, I think anyone poo-pooing it or not getting on board with it either hasn't watched it or their team isn't in it, and it's an undercover jealousy thing. Because if you actually watch the games, they've been fucking fun. Even the Benfica Boca game, there was 3 red cards, 2-2. The Monterrey Inter game was brilliant.
Mate, PSG buying 2 red cards.
Yeah, that was pretty late on, but yeah.
Real Madrid sent off as well.
Real Madrid 3-2, yeah.
Bicycle kick in the 94th minute winner, not winner, but Mbappe. Then Dortmund go and score the 98th minute. And
PSG lost to, was it Fluminense? I think Fluminense beat them 1-0.
For reference, it's 4 times bigger than the Champions League.
Yeah.
prize.
4 times bigger.
29 million for the winner.
I just think
PSG team.
Chelsea Palmeiras game was great. Estevao scored against them. Yeah,
it was his soon-to-be club now.
But Chelsea are a weird one. It was a very Chelsea performance and win because that is what they do. They just win.
Thoughts on Bayern Munich losing to PSG?
They were poor second half, I thought, considering with the 10 men. And even when it went to 9, they then conceded.
Who put Bayern as their second best team in the world right now or something?
Who?
One of you boys did, didn't you? Did
Not
you?
me. I put Bayern
It might have been
4.
you.
PSG are just the best, aren't
They are just the best.
What happened with it? Was it a ruled out goal for offside or something?
Yeah, Harry
I saw
Kane, header.
Oh, okay. I had
At 1-0. He was miles offside.
Right.
But the semi-finals are what, Tom?
The semi-finals are Madrid PSG, which is a big one, and then Fluminense against Chelsea. Thiago Silva against his old club.
Yeah.
40 years old.
And then
Fluminense-
Mbappe against his old one.
Yeah.
Fluminense get to the final.
The thing is, right,
huge.
I think one thing people are downplaying about the South Americans and
The climate?
no, they're mid-season, so they're all peak fitness.
Really?
So is the American teams. Inter Miami just played yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, but their quality level's not to the level. Whereas, I think it shows the South, especially the Brazilian teams, aren't that far off. The gap's not huge.
It doesn't. We always forget.
Palmeiras give fucking Chelsea a good game.
I
But
know.
they translate well to the Prem as well.
We always forget that Brazil. How much talent comes out of Brazil.
Yeah, to be fair,
all the top players of Brazil. I know, obviously,
we tend to just pinch them all in Europe, don't we?
but they come from
Yeah,
league.
100%.
precisely.
They don't come from the MLS.
Yep.
Yeah.
They come from that league.
It might change though with this type of prize money that they're getting. It may help the Brazilian teams keep.
Oh mate, well they've already banked already, right?
This tournament's going to get so big.
You've got to think.
That people
Obviously,
wanna play in it.
half the reason people come to Europe is the Champions League and the
Yeah.
exposure. But if this tournament becomes as big as the Champions League, teams, I don't know, Mexican players won't need to leave Mexico to come to Europe, will they? They'll stay in Mexico.
But the only thing about that is it's every 4 years, so it's not quite as prevalent.
Yeah,
but,
true.
But it is true though that it will be definitely more of a more of an enticing thing to play in this tournament by going to this team. But what I
like it. I just think
don't understand.
it's fun. It's better than pre-season games.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
in the
that is
summer.
true.
How do the next lot qualify? How is it?
So
Basically
it
the
comes
last-
from now. So
It's last 4 years of
the last four winners of the Champions League will be in it.
and if it's the same team,
Then I don't know how it works.
so,
So, for example, for this
So
one,
you're saying the last 4 winners of the Champions League within the continent?
so the last 4 European Champions League winners,
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be
but I
in,
mean, like,
will
the
be
last-
in it in 4 years' time.
And then the last 4 South American, whatever the reference.
I believe so.
that's why I don't understand why the likes of like Inter Miami were in it. Is it just because
that
they had
was
Messi?
that was a bit of a fugazi. They created a tournament and then Miami won it.
Right.
And then they said, "Oh, you've qualified now." Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not 100% on how it actually works, but that's why Chelsea were in it because they won the Champions League in 2021.
Yeah.
And I believe that's why Bayern were. I'm guessing, to be honest, but
They beat PSG, didn't they?
who?
But they
Yeah.
Coman goals. So.
Who
Yeah,
do you think wins between PSG and Real Madrid? Because obviously everyone would say PSG, right? But Real Madrid are starting to cook a little bit.
PSG.
I think it's still PSG.
Still
right?
going to be PSG.
I think they
Madrid
probably
don't
do
look
win the
that
entire
great.
thing.
Madrid don't look
PSG's
that
win
great.
the whole thing, don't they?
Money's on.
And
Safe
honestly,
money is
the
on
team's
that,
taking it seriously. Although, I mean, and I don't want obviously terrible injury to Musiala as well, but
Oh, God.
but they reckon I was seeing yesterday. They reckon he'll be back within 4 to 5 months. Apparently, it's not as bad as it looks, but it did
Mate,
look
his
bad.
ankle's hanging off.
No, I know, but someone said what the actual God, I don't
Just
know. My arm
the tibialis.
The what?
Tibialis
Just a break.
break, apparently, yeah.
They reckon it's
Tibius.
Well, because
Tibialis.
it's a perfect clean one, then it takes less time to.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I seen yesterday that someone reported it's only going to be 4 to 5 months. Hopefully, that is true.
Did you see everyone was like having a go at keeper?
I
Saying he shouldn't have gone that, but
Donnarumma,
also then
he had
Musiala
no
probably
idea.
shouldn't have gone for the ball. And
I
it's
did
just one of
see.
them ones,
I did
though.
see idiots as well going. This is why we shouldn't have a taunt like. Oh, but if it's like a muscle
happen in
injury, yeah,
pre-season.
or
Yeah.
a mate, that could happen in training.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, imagine
just
if that
stupid.
kind of footage was leaked. The way that players get injured in training.
Yeah,
People go, why are they
exactly.
doing that?
Yeah.
Seriously, training?
In regards to the whole pre-season thing, though, like Chelsea, I know they keep just buying players. Their squad's just getting stupid now, isn't it? Like it's just one after the other.
It's
but
not though, because they're getting rid of players
they've
as
got 4
well.
strikers.
Who are the 4 strikers?
They got Delap,
Jackson.
João Pedro.
João Pedro's not a striker though, is he? Is he?
I mean,
No,
he
he's-
was
he'll
a
be
forward.
10, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but
and then who's the 4?
like when's the
Wait, who's the
other one?
4th?
Nkunku?
And Kunku's going to leave, any I think.
He needs to. But my point is like, when will they get their time off?
The next
You know what I mean?
next few weeks.
Yeah, got a couple of weeks, and then
They'll probably have a week
Yeah.
off.
and then pre-season.
They'll
again.
probably have a week off. Yeah, genuine. What's the date?
Well, they got a
7th
month. They'll have
July.
a month. The Club World Cup finishes 13th, and the Premier
you
League
got- you
season
got-
starts 15th of August.
Yeah, but they need pre-season.
Pre-season.
They'll have a week off.
Oh yeah, fucking.
They
hell.
actually probably won't need pre-season.
They will, because you've got to have time off, recover, and then go again. That is something that people need to maybe have a think about in terms of next season, because
Timings.
they've had no rest,
Yeah.
none. Like Cole Palmer's gonna have. He had the
They're
Euros
facing the
last
World
year.
Cup.
Obviously, there's going to be other players as well, but he's the first.
Well,
that
they
comes
get.
to my
But they'll
mind.
have Boxing Day off this time. So
Yeah,
Actually,
great.
but I didn't really. You know when we talked about that before?
What?
They're actually playing on like the 27th or something.
Yeah. but
oh, so
actually
it's
don't
not
know.
even. Well, they'll have.
So they basically ruined the tradition for nothing. Thank
Yeah.
you.
But like,
Thank
with
you, Sky.
yeah, Cole Palmer, right? He said Euros, Club World Cup, and then World Cup.
Yeah.
A lot of footy, and I know they get paid extortionate amounts of money, but ultimately, and they have the best science and the best recovery tools. But I think you look at Foden; how he looked mentally drained this season.
Yeah.
didn't he?
But also, okay, that's fine. We won't have a Club World Cup. Stop asking for ridiculous wages for you and your agents then, and then we won't have. The only reason this exists is because footballers keep demanding higher wages and agents keep
Yeah,
demanding
prize money
higher
needs to be-
prices.
yeah.
So the clubs they have to have more income.
Yeah.
The only way to get more income is to have more football.
Yeah.
And this is like a cheat code. For
So
them
it's
kind of
okay.
as
So
well.
if the players want to moan about this, that is completely fine.
But I also don't
we'll,
see
we'll
them
play
moaning.
less games, but take less wages.
I don't see them moaning. Isn't it just like fans?
There wasn't it Courtois moaning not long ago about
goalie.
no,
Why
but
do you
look,
moan?
no, but the players.
Do you know what I mean? You don't have to run.
No,
Why is
no,
the goalie
I know
complaining?
who else said it not long ago. Was it Diaz or saying if you want us to perform? I can't remember exactly.
Someone
who,
like that. They
but
have moaned. Though,
They have
right?
moaned, but all right then, take lower wages. Fine, but you won't do that, will you? Because you don't want to fucking take lower wages. So shut up and play. Right, lads, you two are old bastards. So let's talk about some other old bastards.
I actually qualify for this team.
Yeah, we are doing the current best 11 in the world. However, they have to be over the age of 30. 30 or
30
above.
plus, yeah.
So they have to have
But it's
clocked.
crazy because you actually don't count.
Why is that?
But
I don't get.
visually, you should be.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Sorry, that was easy.
Look, little by little, we
that?
will get there. I promise you.
That's horrible.
Sorry, man.
How old are you, Tom? 28.
29.
So
You
you
two
same
the
age as me.
same-
Just turned 29.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just turned 29 as well.
Life is sliding away for
Yeah,
me.
he's 31.
So I could be in the
Are you
team.
31?
I'm 31, yeah.
I thought you were 30. Fucking hell.
32 next year.
Jesus
Isn't it mad,
Christ.
yeah, that when you think of a footballer who's like 31, I think, oh, fucking old.
Some might say you are an old fucker.
An old
They do,
bastard.
actually. They do. Mostly
big
the
old
voices in my head.
Well, actually, speaking of the oldie Goldilocks, you can go first then, as you're the
Actually,
oldest here.
considering you are, do you still get morning glories?
Age before... Yeah. How old do you think I am? Okay, right.
Do you get a discount on the bus?
Saga Holidays.
Mate, half your world's away, isn't it?
I'd like to think I'm going to make 62.
Oh, fair enough.
Or I'd like to think I'll hit retirement age eventually at some point. Right, in goal, I've got the best keeper in the world, Alisson. He's 32. There you go.
I went a different one, but yeah.
Going with the back three of Marquinhos, Van Dijk, and Rudiger.
You're playing three at the back?
Yeah. Out wide right, Salah, 32.
I've done the same thing at the back.
A midfield three of Kovacic, De Bruyne, and Çalhanoğlu. Out left, I have Son, and then the front two of Kane and Lewandowski. You can fact check their ages. They're all over.
I know they are all, but Son's a shit one.
I normally get a...
Is there a left wing? I need someone left, mate.
Go Trossard, mate.
Okay, no.
Whatever, mate.
I normally get a bit of shit when I change formation heavily like that.
Yeah,
I'm
only when we say let's do a 4-3-3. There was no rules on how we had to build the team.
Look, I'm doing mine because I've gone the same formation.
See, there you go.
I've gone Courtois.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went with Rudiger, Van Dijk, and Dan Burn. Big Dan Burn, man. He's going to live forever anyway.
Over Marquinhos.
You've gone Dan
Who just
Burn
won a-
over Marquinhos.
He just
Mate,
won a
he
quad.
scored-
He's a starting centre-back for
He
PSG, who are
scored
the
a
best
goal
team in the world.
League Cup final.
Got you.
Are you trying to be Lewis
He's trying to
Foden here?
cover
I'll be
some
honest.
ground.
Marquinhos didn't
Just won a
slip
quad.
my
And,
mind.
yeah. Okay, fair enough.
When I was going through over 30s, I didn't see him.
Dan Burn is the one you put in.
I want to give some love
Mate.
to Dan Burn. Oh, stop fucking crying your eye out, you knobhead.
No, you're embarrassed.
Literally dropping the races every other line.
Mate, you were
It's gotta
embarrassed.
Stop, man.
Right,
Is it on this weekend? Is it? Is he going?
I'm just
Right,
looking at the
rub it
play.
in.
Wait, who's your back three again?
Jesus,
said
Rudiger,
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk, and Burn.
So you could have Nathan Ake, Jimenez, Skriniar, Laporte, Harry
I'm just trying to
Maguire.
give
John
mate,
Stones over 30 as
Fuck
well.
it,
Dan
man.
Burns, it's
Adam
Dan-
Webster, why
Dan
not?
Burn just got into the England squad.
Yeah.
But you picked him over John Stones as well, which is an interesting one.
I mean, right now, you probably
Fabian
don't.
Well,
Shaw.
Johnny Stones is like
Doesn't
Oasis
he?
as well.
Yeah,
You picked him over Fabian Shah,
Yeah, he's better than him, isn't he? All right, midfield
James
three.
Tarkowski.
I went with Modric, Xhaka,
Okay, I like it.
Kovacic.
Yeah.
Then I went with my wingers of Messi and Salah.
Where's Messi playing?
Right wing, but he can tuck in.
Where's Salah
Salah playing left wing.
This is
Oh,
ridiculous.
that's
This is
disgusting.
fucking shit. What is this?
That is vile.
Also, your midfield three is
Absolutely
wank.
vile.
Who cares?
You got
about this
Kovacic in
team?
your midfield three.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did as well.
What?
What are you talking? He's bang on 30 years old.
And then I got
You ever heard of Kimmich?
and then I've got Lewandowski and Kane.
Yeah, well, you can have a different team to
You
me.
think so? You think Kovacic is better than Kimmich?
No,
I didn't
but I
realise
didn't
Kimmich
realise
was
Kimmich was
over
over 30. I would have put him in.
What the fuck are you playing at? Who's
Sorry.
your striker? Lewandowski or Kane?
Both.
Yeah, I've got both. Kane and Lewandowski.
I've gone with like three in midfield, then like two tens behind them, and then two up front. It's a shit formation, I know.
Your both teams are shit.
Mine's actually fine.
your team is
I
shit.
put players in the positions they play. I didn't put Salah left wing.
Kimmich.
No, he's not left wing. He's in the 10, 2-10.
No, you.
It's mental, mate.
It's a 3-3-2-2.
You got
It's
one
very
of those,
narrow.
You've got one of the most outright right wingers in Premier League
He's
history.
not. He's basically a striker, any Salah.
Why? Yeah, you can't say
Right,
that.
why?
What are you saying?
Why,
He spends
right.
most of the time in the box.
You are gaslighting us.
I'm not.
Okay.
All Salah's touches come in the box.
Don't let him do this. You've got Dan Burn at
That's-
centre back and you've got
yeah.
Salah
I
at
agree.
left
I
wing.
agree. My team's shit, but
Okay, right.
Right, my turn. In goal, I got Courtois. Back four.
Ooh.
Do you not rate him?
No, I just don't think he's. Well, of course I rate him. Yeah.
Do you not rate Courtois?
I think he's.
It's better than Alisson. Back four of Di Lorenzo, Marquinhos, Van Dijk, and Robertson. Midfield three of Kimmich, Bruno Fernandes, and De Bruyne. And a front three of Salah, Kane, and Mane.
Oh, is Bruno over 30?
That's the team.
Well done, mate.
That's the team.
He's bang on 30. Fuck, I thought he was younger. All right, cool. Yeah, good one, man.
Well done,
You can
bro.
have that.
Well done.
You played 4 at the back. Well done.
Anyway, moving on.
No. We can't move on. It's like a 1 minute clip.
Move on.
Look, shake my hand.
No.
Shake my hand.
No.
Shake it, bitch. No. Let us know your over 30s 11 and why I've taken the W once again and Tom has taken over the reins of the Lewis Howlers. Which, by the way, we haven't actually addressed where he is. He's actually unconscious, having surgery.
He's not unconscious at the moment, but he will be in like 2 hours.
What time is
3 o'clock. He goes under the knife.
He's probably right this second. He's probably fading away.
Yeah.
He's probably really nervous, isn't he? Oh, you are. Oh, you bastard. That was a bit slow on
Give
that
it
one.
quicker next time. Like, yeah.
Yeah.